Hello, this is Steve Lu for Sabado Nights and welcome to Sabado Nights with Steve Lu Europe Edition. Tara na! Hey guys, last few days na natin dito sa London at nag-uulan pa rin pero lumalabas, sumisilip naman ang araw, so it's really alright. I'm still here in Wembley at going to meet Katya today at our destination for today is Portobello Market. Although it's supposed to be a weekend market kung saan naglalabasan yung mga street vendors, wala naman tayong choice. It's a Monday. It's been a hectic week. We're gonna check out Portobello, another must-see, and also we're going to have some authentic fish and chips. At eto na tayo, papalapit na ang biyahe papuntang Paris for another episode of Sabado Nights in Paris and Marseille. Broadcasting from the Vatican City, ready to rock Amsterdam in Stockholm, Sweden, my first day in Europe. Ganyan ang traffic dito sa Venice. Another beautiful day in Paris. Narito tayo ngayon sa Sudbury Hill Station. Outdoor platform to kasi medyo malayo na siya. Yung sa dito kasi sa London, yung subway nila ay may zones. Yung Central London, Zone 1, tapos medyo pag mapalayo ka, Zone 2, ito malayo na to, Zone 4. So medyo outdoor na, hindi na subway. Kumbaga parang LRT na yung dating. So habang lumalayo ka ng London, talagang nag-iiba yung Actually, I'm only 7.3 miles from Earl's Court where I'm going today, where the Filipino community and the first Jollibee here in London was established. I hear there's going to be a second pero hindi pa lang kumuha. So habang naghihintay tayo ng train, which is quite medyo siya, yung mas reduced trip siya, hindi katulad dun sa London, Central London, every 2 minutes merong train, no? Dito siguro mga 5 minutes or maybe even more, but it's a nice day out, it's really cold. The leather jacket is my brand new leather jacket, by the way, Sunny's jacket, lambskin siya. Wow, sarap. From the airport, you can actually take the Piccadilly line all the way to Central London and just transfer from there. So, nangyayari din na may train delays dito dahil may mga trees na nahuhulog, nakaharang sa rail, pero mabilis naman nilang naagapan. I actually got stuck for about 20 minutes last night and medyo malakas yung ulan, so nabasa tayo. Pero okay lang naman, hindi naman tayo nagkasakit. So yeah, Earl's Court today and Portobello and some fish and chips. See you later, guys. Oh yeah, so we just arrived here in Earl's Court where there's a big Filipino community. Ang unang gagawin natin, magpaparimit muna tayo. Kaya hanapin daw natin ang Pinoy Supermarket. Ayan. Maraming mga restaurants din dito, turo-turo, ganyan. Tsaka yung mga Asian supermarkets ba, makakabili kayo ng mga favorites niyo, mga chippy, ganyan. Mami noodles, ganyan. So, tingnan natin. Unahin na natin yung pera padala. Okay, so nahanap ko yung Pinoy Supermarket at na-sort out ko yung aking pera padala in seconds flat. Napakadali. At luckily, we bumped into Sir Peps. Ayan, si Sir Peps ang ating host sa Bar FM noong 2019. At ang may-ari ng Pinoy Supermarket, si Mike. Mike, matagal na itong Pinoy Supermarket.
Bali 12 years na kami dito sa UK.
12 years, wow.
So far so good naman.
So far so going strong.
Si Kuya Peps, we're okay.
Si Kuya Peps, alam ko may office dyan. Tour.
Crystal Travel.
Okay, travel agency. Ayan. So, dito nga tayo sa Earl's Court. Alam nga natin na dito ang maraming Pinoy community. Pero dumadami na rin ang mga tao sa doon sa Kilburn, mga Pinoy.
Kahit saan naman kasi mga Pinoy. lately kasi yung mga Pilipino parang mas maraming dumarating dito sa UK. So parang nakikita ko ang mga bagong faces around. Kasi yung...
Of course, you are the most recognizable face dahil
hindi naman.
lahat sila nagpupunta rito.
Nandito lang ako.
Okay, so para doon sa mga bibisita ng pagka na-miss nyo yung
Invite
cup
na lang.
noodles ninyo, punta kayo dito sa
Pinoy Supermarket.
Kay-
Yan, Michael Magdalena. Guys, in-invite ko po kayo dito sa tindahan namin sa Pinoy Supermarket dito sa Earls Court. Malapit lang kami sa station. So walking distance. So pag namimiss nyo mga Filipino foods, nandito lang.
Ayan, yan,
lang po kayo.
Alright, malapit
Rock and
lang
roll
sa Jollibee.
Rock and roll daw. We rock.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Sir Peps, pagka gusto mo ng Filipino food, ano ang maire-recommenda mo dito sa Earls Court?
Oh, I want to know.
There's Lutong Pinoy on the other side.
On the other street?
And then if you want to go a bit further, there's Romulo Cafe.
Yeah, Romulo.
Have you been to Romulo
Nice
Cafe?
weekend, yes. Yes.
Andun lang.
Ay, kumain kami sa...
Casa and Tin.
Kasi Entin is part of the Romulo.
Yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
si Rowena, is it Rowena?
Yeah, Rowena Romulo.
Brainchild na yan.
So, and my son used to be the executive chef of the group.
At kung merong kailangan nyo ng ticket, pauwi ng Pilipinas o kung saan man, puntahan nyo lang si Sir Peps ang
Crystal Travel.
Crystal Travel. Ayan, yan ang mga mababump. You will bump into your Filipino friends here in Earls Court in London. We're still in Earls Court and here in this street, meron daw lutong bahay which is a Filipino special. And, they have good Filipino food. Kita ninyo ang Jollibee, puntahan pa rin ng mga Pinay. Siyempre. Actually, alam nyo, nakakain na ako dyan eh. Medyo iba ang lasa ng chicken. But, chicken joy pa rin siya. So, yeah. So, that's a quick go around in here in Earls Court. Earls Court is a relatively big station. There are several platforms. And this platform is the District Line. Ayan o, ito yung dami. So, and several levels. So, it's a very busy stop and yun nga, maraming Filipinos dito sa Earls Court. Ayan, so we've arrived here in Portobello. We're not there yet, the market, but we're on our way there. So there are like some actually, the stop is Notting Hill. Everybody knows the movie, right? So may mga fancy shops dito like
Vintage shops, there's some comic book and old book shops.
yes, we're here with Food Diwata because of course naturally food ang ating ano ngayon.
And there are some very good ones here leading out to Portobello Road. And we are on the search for the Fish House, which is nearby, Fish and Chips.
So there are some interesting shops across the street. It's like clothing stores, gift shops, and vintage shops. Parang ang daming vintage shops dito. Ayun, the Fish House. Alright. Okay. So, ayun, meron doon Backstage Originals, the Fish House, Vintage Retro Store, Notting Hill Gift Shop. Right now, we want to go to the Portobello Market para makita natin what it's all about. I've never been there and Katya's been there, hasn't been there for a while, so she also wants to go. But we found our Fish House. Ganda ng coffee house doon. Okay, well, we made it to the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea here in Portobello Road. Alright, so according to Katya, this is the start of the scene in Portobello. So on weekends, you can expect street vendors here too.
So you have the shops inside, which are always the brick and mortar shops. But then sometimes what the vendors will do, they'll put out more of their products on the pavement.
Oh, look at that store.
A lot more vibrant. So yes, you'll definitely have more vendors on the pavement and some spilling out into the street.
So this is the famous Portobello here in Notting Hill.
Near Notting Hill in Kensington.
Yeah.
And you'll have on Saturdays the antique gallery will be open. And that's deeper. You can go all the way inside. There are several stalls, some owned by generations of shopkeepers.
Generation. So, unfortunately, hindi tayo nakarating ng weekend kaya medyo hindi natin nakita talaga yung pagka-divisoria niya. Unlike Camden Town where we were yesterday, kita nyo naman na talagang para siyang divisoria. Eh ganito din daw dito sa Portobello Road. Kanya lang, on weekdays mga stalls lang open and medyo late na nga rin kaya wala na tayong masyadong naabutan. But at least you know, I have an idea of what it's like. Ayun yun. Notting Hill. Right. So perhaps next time on our next visit to London, we'll have a chance to catch Portobello on a weekend, just like I did Camden Town. And so until then, this is your host, Steve Lu for Sabado Night. Alright.
Hey, so the Fudawata is on a mission today to find us a great fish and chips place. And I did find one called the Fish House just down the road off the station from Notting Hill. Unfortunately, they only seem to be doing takeaways today. Bummer, right? But no, actually it was a very happy accident, serendipitous if you ask me, because just around the corner, saw this, the Sun and Splendor pub, one of the locals around here in Notting Hill, and they've got beer battered fish and chips, Sunday roasts, pies, which I am actually I've been jonesing to have. I want a really good steak and ale pie, and it looks like this place might just have it, and it looks lovely. I just want to add again that I've been going here to Notting Hill for years for yonks, and it's the first time I'm going to be trying this place, so really looking forward to it. Hello. So we are here at a local pub in Notting Hill, just leading up to Portobello Road. It's called the Sun and Splendor. So I've ordered the steak and ale pie, and Steph is having the fish and chips. It's cod, and that is a really good fish for fish and chips. So you either have cod or sole or haddock, and I mean, look at the portions, extremely generous. And the pie looks amazing, and I can tell you now I am salivating after that walk, doing quite a bit of walking today. We came from Earl's Court earlier, Pinoy Town, and I have to say I am ready. I'm so ready to eat, so cheers. Ooh, look at that punch, look at that, folks. Big opening. Ooh. Rich, thick gravy, meat, the steak. Oh wow. Tuck in. Okay, so we've finished our really rather lovely dinner. I love the place. The ambiance is great. It looks like one of those old pubs that have been around for yonks but have just been recently fixed up, modernized. It has a nice clean modern look inside, nothing ostentatious, kind of unassuming actually, but understated. Understated is the word for it. They apparently have a secret garden which would have been nice to sit in, but given the weather, it's rainy, typical rainy London weather. The food, I was quite impressed. I had the steak and ale pie, lovely crisp crust on the inside, and you cut it open, the gravy just comes out just like that, and a very rich gravy, and on the side you've got a rich boozy jus. The vegetables were crisp and sweet. And Steph had the fish and chips. Of course, I had to sample that, and all the sides that go with it. So again, the traditional classic fish and chips not to be missed when you're in London. You must seek out a good fish and chips. And I have to say I was very pleasantly surprised with the offering here. It's not as big as some of the other places I've seen, but the cook was perfect. A very crisp beer batter. The fish inside was flaky, soft, tender, flavorful. And the sides, when you have a fish and chips, you must have the mushy peas to go with it. Quite literally, mushy peas are mushed up peas with mint and lemon. And I would definitely recommend going for, if you're to make it at home, or if you go somewhere, make sure the peas are sweet and fresh like they were here, because it makes a whole load of difference to the flavor. And came with really lovely fresh chunky chips. What sides? Well, I had fresh veg with mine and a lovely mash again, which goes really well with the boozy jus, or the gravy on the side. Oh, and 110%. 5 stars for the service. The staff from the get-go, we came in, we were greeted, it was very warm and friendly. Every single person who approached us was warm and friendly. All the way throughout our meal up to the end, they were always checking on us, making sure things were okay. Yeah, and of course, they had to complimented me on my Diwata hair. And that was a nice little anecdote. All in all, a lovely romantic dinner for me and Steph, in the traditional classic English way. And I'm glad that we are more or less wrapping up our London trip together with a classic local pub. This is your Food Diwata and food correspondent signing off from my favorite Portobello Road in London. Cool Britannia. Rock on. Take care.